Hello everyone, welcome to the lab 4.1.3.5 configuring standard IPv4 ACL. Okay, so for this part, we're going to look at part 1, right? The next one will be in part 2 and part 3. Okay, so let's recap what about ACL. Alright, so before you configure the ACL, make sure you remember these steps. Okay, standard or extended. Okay, so understand the requirement if it's a standard or extended ACL. Okay, so once you have already confirmed whether it is standard or extended, decide which router interface to enforce. Okay, so this could be near for standard nearest to destination, and for extended it should be nearest to source. Okay, right, so once you have decided where to configure, then you can start to configure the rules, the deny permit statement. So always remember, for every ACL that you create, you need to have one permit statement. Okay, so once you have configured, and then don't forget to enforce at the correct interface, whether it is inbound or outbound. Okay, and lastly, test. Okay, this is the very important part you need to test. Okay, so let's look at this packet tracer. Okay, so this is the scenario given to you. Okay, so you can read up, right? And this is restrict extraction. Okay, right. So each router, you can have the remote access via this password and username. Okay, and also you need to understand that there are pre-configured settings in the topology. Okay, so let's analyze first what have been configured to us before we move to the ACL. Okay, right, so let's check the routing first. Username admin 01, password is Cisco. Let's look at the password here. Oh, must have console and live VTY. Okay, so this is the password for console. Okay, let's go in here. Admin 01 Cisco P855. Okay, alright, we are in now. Okay, okay, so now we are in. Okay, so for the console password, please use this one. Okay, it's not by default Cisco or class. Alright, let's view, show IP route. Let's check the routing. Okay, so this is in R1. Okay, 172.168. Okay, there is here default route here. Okay. Alright, let's look at looks good. Let's look at R2. Okay, R2. R2 will have the same username and password. Okay. 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 Show IP route. Alright, so 172 segment. Okay, and then there is a default route over here. Okay, so in this topology, right, so the yellow and the green network, alright, has a dynamic routing via OSPF over here. Okay, right, and then same goes with this blue and purple network. They have dynamic routing over here. However, across these two routers, they use a default route, so you can see it here. Okay. Alright, one note I would like to put here. Okay, remember ACL is at layer 4. Okay, so this is above your network layer. What it means here is before you start to do ACL, so before configure ACL, make sure all connectivity is working. Okay, so for connectivity is working. Okay, what do I mean here is, for example, you want to create an ACL to block from this yellow network from accessing this purple network. So before you configure the ACL rule, make sure that PCA can ping any of this network first. Okay, but it shows that your connectivity is working up to layer 3. So when you enforce an ACL for this, if anything goes wrong, you can always remove the ACL and goes back to normal working behavior, which is this network can reach this network. That is very, very important. Okay, so let's do a connectivity test first from PCA to, we want to try to ping PCA to PC's H, for example. Okay, so PCA, let's see the IP address first. Maximize this, minimize this. PCH. We're gonna try with PCH and F. H and F. 192.168.2.272. Okay. Okay, let's try again. 16, sorry, it's wrong IP address. 16.2.200. Alright, so we are getting a reply now. Okay, so this is to PCH. The from here to here is working. So now let's check to PCF. PCF is 1.20. Okay. Okay, so it's working. Let's test PCC. PCC is 2.50. 192.168. Okay, alright. So with that, we already make sure that with the existing configuration, okay, all of these hosts are interconnected. Okay, we should call this as the baseline. Okay, right now let's move on to the ACL. It is safe to move to ACL. Okay, so let's look at the requirement here. All right, so configure a standard ACL. So it is given to you. This is you need to configure a standard ACL to restrict access to ping LAN. So okay, you will configure and apply access list 10. Okay, to access list ping LAN. So it tells you that you need to configure a standard ACL and it is a numbered ACL 10. Okay, so outline what you wish to accomplish with the access list 10. Okay, so in ACL, the planning part is very important. Okay, so you don't rush yourself to immediately configure the configuration. You need to understand all the requirement first before you translate into the syntax and then configure. Okay, okay, I've summarized here. Okay, so part 1, the first one is access list 10 should start with the following command. So this is the remark. Okay, so you need to do some remark here. Okay, okay, here is not the correct syntax here. Okay, access dash list 10 remark ACL underscore to ping underscore LAN. So this is to put a remark for ACL 10 what is it is all about. Okay, don't get confused. This is ACL number, this is not an ACL name. Okay, this capital letter is put as a remark. Okay, so once you configure this one, it doesn't do anything because this is not a ACL rule. Okay, all right, so number 2, permit PCC to reach the ping LAN. Okay, so it says permit PCC. You need to permit a host. Okay, what is the IP for PCC? Okay, let's look at the IP PCC. Okay, PCC is 192 access list permit 192.168 dot 2.50. Okay, so remember this is a host, so permit list 10. You have a few options. Either you permit host, or you can do, I'll give you a few examples. Okay, instead of putting the word host, you can put the subnet 0000, okay, which is wildcard only for one IP. Okay, alright, either one will work, but I prefer the first one, the host. Okay, alright, don't get excited because we haven't configured and test yet, so my syntax will be correct or it may be wrong. Okay, so permit only the first half of host in the yellow LAN, so they can reach ping LAN. Okay, from yellow LAN to reach ping LAN. Okay, so what is the IP of the yellow LAN? G1 192.168.2.1. Okay, So you need to access this 10 permit 192.168.2.1 half of it. Full is 24, 25255. So 0.127. Okay, so I'm allowing only the half. They didn't say the first half or what, so we assume that it is the first half. Okay, alright. Okay, then last one, permit all hosts from blue to reach the pink LAN. Okay, so you will have access list 10 permit. Let's look at R2 router gear network from blue LAN. PCE 172.16.1.1.000.255. Okay, you are permitting all the blue LAN here to access here. Okay, alright, so now we already have the syntax, okay, for the ACE role. Okay, so now it's just to configure. Okay, so the first part is it is a standard. Okay, alright, so in here all of this belongs to access list 10, which means that it is in one group, access list 10. Okay, so for standard we configure nearest to the source. So in this case, for example, okay, alright, permit nearest to destination, permit PCC to reach, okay, host 192.1.2.50. okay, so this is the destination, okay, the ping LAN. This is destination. So in here you will have the idea that you need to configure in R2. Okay, it has to be configured in R2. Okay, so this one configure in R2 nearest to the destination. Okay, okay, alright, so now which interface do we want to enforce? Okay, you can see here that it is specifically for ping LAN. Okay, so the best place to enforce is at this interface outbound. Okay, why outbound? Traffic comes into the router, goes out, so you check here. You're not inbound, because you are blocking traffic coming into this network. Okay, so which is the this is R interface. Okay, R2. This is the G01, right? Yeah, G01 interface. G1 interface outbound. Okay. Okay, so now we already have the general idea. So let's configure in R2. Okay. Alright, username. Copy back again. Okay, password. Hold on a sec. Okay, it uses a different username than our normal username. Sorry. Okay, let me do it again. Paste. Okay, so the password is Cisco PA55. Cisco PA55. Admin01. Cisco PA55. Okay, another long password, secret PA55. Secret PA55. Okay, so now we are in. Let's configure. So we need to be in a global terminal setting. Okay, so it is a number, so access list, you can see here. Okay, so number 10, remember. Okay, so remember our first statement. Okay, to block access list, then the remark first. Okay, right, so put it here. Okay, remark ACL underscore 2 underscore ping underscore net. Okay, so this is just a remark, nothing to do. Okay, so the second one is access list 10 permit host. So if you can see, right, when you do permit, you can either put the address, okay, or the host for specific host. Better use host. 68.2.50. Okay, all right. We have one here. Okay, so before continuing to the third and fourth, I prefer to test first. Okay, I have one rule now. Do show IP access list. Okay, I have, see here, access list 10. Okay, I have one here. Okay, so instead of configuring the rest, I would like to test this one first. Okay, so this is a rule you need to enforce in R2. So go to interface G01 IP access group 10 outbound. Okay, alright, so we have one rule now. Okay, so okay, do show interface, do show here. Okay, so let's test now. Okay, so from PCC, okay, PCC IPs. Okay, so ping. You can try to ping any of the network in ping. Okay, so I'm going to choose one. Ping will be let's take H172. Okay, so let's look at okay. Okay, so we are getting a reply. Okay, right, so it doesn't tell you whether it is correct or not yet. Okay, so now I'm going to change the PCC IP from current one 50. I'm going to put 51. Okay, so by right 51 will be deny. Okay, it falls under the deny any bucket. Okay, let's test again. Okay, so it tells you the destination host unreachable. Because why? You only allow PC C, which is .50 IP. Okay, other than that, in PCC network, it will be denied. Alright, okay, simple as that. So the first one, we have successfully tested. Do show IP access list. Okay, you can see some matches here, right, from the previous testing. Okay, let's move on to the second one. Okay, so the first and second one is done. Okay, permit only first half of the yellow LAN so that they can reach pink LAN. Okay, from the same access list. So what we can do is exit here, access list 10. Okay, permit half of the network. Okay, so half of the network would be this one. Okay, I'm going to just copy here. Okay, alright. Now do show IP access list. Now we have two statements. Okay, remember it's sequential. We did the first one, we allow host first. Okay, and then the second one it will be down here. Okay, so let's start the testing before we go to the third one. Okay, so yellow from here, first half, what is the IP now? 100, so 100 should be available to go. Okay, alright, test again to the ping. What's the IP for the ping one? H172.16.200. Okay. Okay, let's check back again. Okay, so it is unreachable. Let's see our rule. We did the correct. So 150 should be failed. Okay, because this is it should be 127 and below. Okay, so okay, let's check back again. 127. Oh, okay. My configuration is wrong here. Okay, so let's remove that first. Okay, so let's remove the previous one. So 2.1. No IP access list. This is how we remove. Do show IP access list. Okay. Let me check back again. It did remove the previous one. Okay, now my access list has been removed. Okay, it's okay. We can configure back very fast. Sequential. Okay. Okay, let's do back the host one first. Okay, access list 10. Remark first. Remark ACL to ping LAN. Okay, ACL listener. The second one was host. Remember, permit host 192.168.2.50. 50, and then the one that I made a mistake was this one. Okay, access list 168.1 instead of 0 here. Okay, Okay, so this one is wrong. Okay. Okay, so now let's do the testing from here. Okay, so we test here. Okay, alright, now it's working. Now it's working. Okay, so let's change the PCA because PCA is 100. So let's put something 150. Sorry, 100, 200 and see. Okay, we'll test again. Okay. So now it will be host unreachable because the IP we have changed to 150, which is more than 127. Okay, alright. So you added a new access list. Always test back again PCC, the first testing. Okay. Alright, still okay. Right. Okay. So let's review now. To show IP access list. Okay, we have two statements in regards here. Okay, alright, so the last one. Okay, so permit all of the blue hosts, okay, to reach the ping LAN. Okay, so this one we need the same access list number. Okay, access list 10 permit 172.1.0.16.0. Okay, that's good. Okay, do show IP access list. Check back again. Okay, if you don't have this one, later on you can't even ping here. Okay, so let's check. Okay, let's do a testing first. Okay, let's remove first. Okay, so no. Okay, alright, so let's do a testing here. PCA ping 172.16.2.200. Right. Okay, nice. So let's do this one. Okay. Okay, so sorry, it requires to do the all. Okay, instead of 1, it should be 255. Okay, so you are allowing the all of this to go in. Okay, alright, so with that, let's review first. Do show IP access list. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure what is wrong with this router. Let's check back again. And because configuration keeps on it's only one. Okay, so no access list 10. Okay, let me configure back again. Okay, so let me find back again. Okay, the first one was remark ACL underscore 2 in network. Okay, alright. The second one is ACL. We permit the host PCC. permit host 192.168.2.50 permit, then we permit the yellow network, permit 192.168.1.0.000.127. This is just the half of the network. And then the last one was we allow the whole network, the blue network. Okay, 172.16.1.0. okay, we do show IP access list. Okay, alright, so we have 3 now. Okay, so this is how you if you want to see other than show run, you can see here. Show run won't here it won't tell you the remark, but it will tell you the rules here. Okay, do show run. Okay, in the do show run you will see the remark, but not in show IP access list. Okay, so we have already configured here IP access group out. Okay, alright, so let's review back the activity. Okay, okay, so these are the testing that you can do. Okay, alright, let's look at it. Okay, ping from PCA to ping LAN should be successful, but ping from PCB should be denied. So it's PCB to ping LAN. Okay, so I've shown you this one earlier. It was denied. Okay, you can see it's denied. Okay, so from PCC to LAN, but PCD is denied. Okay, this one is the host. This one, and this one, if you try to run the ping 172.16.1.2.200. Okay, because for this network we only allow one host. Okay, right, destination host unreachable. Okay, so the last one, ping from blue, all are successful to ping. Okay, what message do you see in the ACL? You will see destination host unreachable. Okay, so which IP address on the yellow is permitted to ping host on the ping VLAN? So for PCA, okay, let's review back our configuration here. Okay, do show IP access list. Okay, alright, so if you can see here for the yellow network, okay, so only the first IP below 127 will be allowed to ping the ping network. Okay, alright. Okay, so these are the steps on how to do. Okay, alright, that's all for part 1. We will continue part 2 in the next video. Thank you.